Hello friends, today I am going to start illustration number 1 of capital budgeting part, risk uncertainty. How to evaluate risk uncertainty. Okay, and this illustration is based on the decision tree. Decision tree. Okay, please read the questions here. Look at illustration 1. A firm has an investment proposal requiring the outlay 40,000. The investment proposal is expected to have 2 years economic life with a no salvage value. In year 1, there is a 0.4 probability that cash inflow after tax will be 25,000 and 0.6 probability that cash inflow after tax is 30,000. What this means, suppose this is your investment amount, rupees 40,000 your outflow. This is your outflow. Okay, due to this outflow there is a two possibilities of cash inflow. There is a two possibilities of cash inflow. First possibility is, and this is the second probabilities. Second possibility, the possibilities of a 40% chance of cash inflow is 25,000 and 60% chance of cash inflow is 30,000. This is the questions. Okay, look at it. And look at the cash inflow first year 25,000, then cash inflow in second year 12,000, 16,000, 12,000, 22,000. Having this is probabilities. It means what? When cash inflow is 25,000, there are three possibilities of cash inflow in this case. Okay, this is the this possibilities, this is the possibilities, this is the possibilities. What is the possibility? This is 12,000 cash inflow, 16,000 cash inflow, 22,000 cash inflow, 22,000 cash inflow, and the probability of this cash inflow is 0.20, 0.30, 0.50. Okay, look at it. And if the 30,000 first year, if in first year if 30,000 will come, in first year if 30,000 will come, then 20,000, 25,000, 30,000 in the second year, the probability of 0.4, 0.5, 0.1. The if the 30,000 will come, then possibilities of three outcomes in this case. Three outcomes: 20,000, 25,000, 30,000. And the probability of this is given 0.40, 0.50, 0.10, 0.10. This is the probability. Okay, now we have six paths. First path, this is the second path, this is the third path, this is the fourth path, this is the fifth path, this is the sixth path. There is a sixth path. And what we have to evaluate here, look at it. On this basis of this attrition tree, the firm has a cost of capital is 12% rate of interest. Construct a decision tree for the proposal of investment. You have to construct the decision tree. This is a construction of decision tree. This is the part of answer first. This is the answer first part. Okay, now we need to calculate here what is the net present value of the project yield worst outcomes. Realize what is the probability of the occurrence of this net present value. So for this you have to find the working note. You have to find the net present value and joint probability of each path net present value. Working note first. calculation of joint probability of each path. We have a path 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a joint probability. For 3 path, first, second, third, there is 0.4, and the next 3 part 0.6 in first year. 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, and thereafter in first year, next 3 parts 0.60, 0.60, here 0.40, 0.60. Okay, into. Look at here. This is a 0.4 probability for first year, and this is the probability for first part 0.20. So you will multiply here 0.20. 0.40 for first year. This is for the second year, second path 0.30. You will multiply 0.30. In the third part, second year 0.50, first year 0.40, and this is 0.50. First year 0.6 and fourth part 0.40. 0.40. First year 0.6 in fifth part, second year 0.50. 0.50. First year 0.6 and second year 0.1 for the sixth path 0.10. Okay, now after multiplying you will get here joint probability. This is a 0.08, 0.12, 0.20, 0.24, 0.30, 0.06. The sum of the probability is 1. This is a joint probability of each path. How is it calculated? 0.4 for first year, 0.2 for second year for first path, 0.4 for first year, 0.3 for second year, second path, 0.4 for first year, 0.5 for second year. This is a third part. In this way we have calculated joint probability, and sum of the joint probability is 1. Okay, now you have to calculate net present value as well. Working note second. Calculation of net present value. What is the net present value? Present value of cash inflow minus present value of cash outflow at the rate of 12%. At the rate of 12%. At the rate of 12%. Here you write path. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Net present value we have to calculate. Net present value equal to present value of cash inflow minus present value of cash outflow. In first year 25,000 cash inflow for first, second, third part. 25,000. Okay, and 4, 5, 6 part first year is cash inflow 30,000. 30,000. This is your 0 year. Look at here, I am going to make you understand. 0 year, 1 year, 2 year. Present value of factor this is 0.8929. This is 0.8929. And this is the present value for the second year for 1 rupees 0.7972. That this is because of first year cash inflow. That's why you multiply 0.8920 to make it present value 8920. 0.8920. To make it present value, 8920, 0.8920, 0.8920, 0.8920, plus plus. Now for the second year cash inflow are 12,000 first path, 16,000 second path, 22,000, this is the third path, 20,000, this is the fourth path, 20,000, this is 25,000 fifth path, 30,000, this is the sixth path, into into 0.7972, 0.7972, 0.7972, 0.7972, 0.7972, 0.7972, 0.7972. This is a present value. To make it present value, we have multiplied present value factor for the second year. Now outflow is 40,000. Outflow is 40,000. Present value outflow. Outflow is minus 40,000. This is outflow is minus 40,000. Outflow is minus 40,000. This is minus 40,000. Now we can calculate the net present value for this case. Here the net present value is minus 8111 minus 49222. This is a minus 139 27 plus 2731. This is plus 6717. This is 10,703. These are the present value, net present value of each path we have calculated. So what we have calculated in working note second, net present value of each path, and here in first working note we have calculated joint probability. Now we are going to study the net. Here question number second. Here look at it in question number second. What is the net present value of will be project yield if worst outcome is realized? Worst outcome means there is a very bad case. What is the net present value? In this case you have to see in the very bad case, in worst outcome, this is the net present value. This is your net present value. Okay, and what is the probability of occurrence this net present value? This is the first part. The probability of occurrence this net present value is 0.08. You will give the answer of the second part. Answer of the second part. Look at here. Answer of the second part. Net present value in the worst case is minus rupees 8111, and the probability of happening this net present value is 0.08. Probability of having this net present value is 0.0. Okay, now then the second part question is worst outcome. What is the probability of occurrence this net present value? What is the probability of best and the probability of occurrence this? The best case net present value is 10,703. This is in sixth path, and probability of occurrence this is 0.06. 0.06. Okay, right here. Answer of third part. Answer of third part. Okay. Net present value in the best case is in path 6. Here path 1. This is the path 1. Path 6, which is 10,703, and the probability of happening this net probability of happening this net present value is 0.06. 0.06. Probability happening this net present value is 0.06. Okay, now look at it. In this, we have given the answer of third part as well. Will the project be accepted when 12% rate of return you have? Whether a project will be accepted or not, that you have to decide. So whenever you have to take decisions, in the case of several opportunities, in that case you have to take decisions on the basis of expected net present value. Expected is the average mean net present value. If mean net present value is a positive, in that case we have to we should accept the project, otherwise we should reject the project. Okay, look at it. So that's why I'm going to calculate here working note 3. Working note 3. Calculation of expected net present value. Expected net present value. So you write here path. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Net present value minus 8, 1, 1, 1, minus 4, 9, 2, 2, minus 1, 3, 9, 2, 7, 3, 1, 6, 7, 1, 7, 10,703. This is assumed to be xi. This is assumed to be xi. This is assumed to be xi, and this is a pi. Pi probability. This is the probability. This is 0.08, 0.12, 0.20, 0.24, 0.30, 0.06. This is your pi. Okay, now expected value is a pi xi. You need to calculate pi xi. The pi xi is the minus 648.88 minus 590.64 minus 27.80. This is 655.44. 2015.10, 642.18, and the sum of these all is 2045.40. So here you will give the answer of fourth part. Expected net present value. That is summation pi xi rupees 2045 days. So here your answer for part, since expected net present value is positive, hence it is better decision to accept the project, accept the project. It is better decision to accept the project. Okay, beta. Now the question is completed up to fourth part here. Fourth part. Okay. Now in the B part, the question is asking, do you the probability index net present criteria involving the investment proposal lead to the sum acceptance rejection ranking the decision? What is the situation? Will they give the conflict of ranking? Look at here. In this case, question is asking decision about the profitability index and net present value are same always, and if some conflict, then what is the reason of conflict? That we have to find. Okay. Sometimes, most of the cases, decision given by the net present value and profitability index is same. But where there is a limitations of capitals or investment proposals are different. Life of the projects are different. Okay, in that case, there may be difference of ranking between the net present value and profitability index. That I am going to make you understand here. Answer of B part. Decision as per net present value. Decision as per net present value and probability index are same in most of the cases. Most of the cases. In but there may be different or conflict of ranking on the basis of conflict of ranking on the basis of PI and net present value due to the following reasons. Due to the following reason. Life of the projects are different. Are different. Investment patterns are different. Investment patterns are different. Investment patterns are different means in one project require huge amount like 10 lakhs, in other project require 1 lakh. In that case, the ranking may be different. Life, one project at 10 years life, other project is 6 years life. In that case, the ranking may be different. Pattern of cash inflows are different. Patterns of cash inflow. Cash inflow are different. Like pattern of cash inflows are different. In one project, initial life gives huge net cash inflow and end of the years gives very low cash inflow. In other project, initial cash inflow is very low and at the end it will come very high cash inflow. In that case, projects are different. But in general cases, pattern, most of the cases its decision is same. Like PI greater or equal greater than 1. This is the net present value greater than 0. PI in general cases 1, then net present value equal to 0. Pi less than 1, this implies that net present value less than 0. This is in the general case. This is general case. Okay, this is in a general case. But I am going to give one examples in which there may be the conflict of ranking is different. Like, look at here. I am going to discuss about the project A, project B. Project A and project B. Present value of cash inflow is 2 lakh here. This is 1 lakh. Present value of cash outflow is 1 lakh here. This is the 40,000. Look at here. PI, profitability index. Present value of cash inflow divided by present value of cash outflow. That is 2 lakh divided by 1 lakh. This is your 2. 1 lakh divided by 40,000. This is a 2.5. Ranking on the basis of PI. Ranking on the basis of PI. This is the first rank. This is your second rank. Because of the project B has a highest profitability index. That's why project B is selected. Okay. Now, I am going to calculate the here net present value. Net present value equal to present value of cash inflow minus present value of cash outflow. This is 2 lakhs minus 1 lakh. This is the net present value is 1 lakh. 1 lakh minus 40,000. Net present value in this case 60,000. Rank. What will be the rank in this case? This is the first rank. This is the second rank. Because of highest net present value. The project A has the first rank and project second has the second rank. So sometimes that it is a rank a bit different due to the regions, what I be region written in above. Okay, beta, you must have to give the answer in this case. Profitability, most of the cases decision is taken on the basis of net present value, but wherever there is a limitation of capital, their decision is taken on the basis of PI. Most of the cases decision is taken on the basis of net present value, because net present value is directly proportional to the wealth of the equity shareholder. Wealth of equity shareholder. Equity shareholder. But where there is a limitation of capital, there is limitation of capital, there PI is used to take decision. PI is used to take decisions. Okay, beta. So this was the questions, very good questions. This question has been asked in your each professional exam. Okay, thank you class.